you when coming up on KX News at noon.
Coming up, a building on a local college campus suffered extensive damage after a car ran into it. We'll tell you what happened. Plus, we'll hear from farmers trying to harvest their crops and how they say the rain isn't all bad. And you may have noticed a lot of worms and mushrooms. We'll tell you more about that.
Putting North Dakota first. KX News at noon starts now.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us today. I'm Sonji Clip. In our top story, a suspect is in custody after an early morning stabbing incident in Williston that left one man dead. The Williston Police Department says a call came around midnight Tuesday, reporting a stabbing on the 1700 block of 14th Avenue West. Police and fire officials responded and discovered a 24-year-old man. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Williston police say they took Rashad Jamal Ali Shaw Jr. into custody. They say he was wanted for active felony warrants and more charges will later come. Authorities are still at the scene of the crime investigating, and they say they do not believe the public is in any danger. A 19-year-old man accused of threatening to shoot up a school has been charged with terrorizing. Bailey Bauer was charged in McLean County Court for a weekend threat he made on social media against Washburn Public School. Superintendent Brad Reines says the threat was sent on Saturday to threaten to commit a violent act on Monday at school. Reines said he was made aware by the McLean County Sheriff's Office. Bauer is not a student at Washburn, and he is listed as having a Garrison address. Reines sent an email to parents, students, and staff about the situation on Sunday, saying it's parents' decision to send their students to school. But there would be an increased law enforcement presence at school. Reines also told KX News they held classes as normal on Monday with an increase in law enforcement, no recess, and a closed noon hour. Bauer's bond is set at $10,000 cash with no contact with Washburn School through social media, and he cannot be within 100 feet of that school. A one-vehicle accident caused significant damage to the student union at Bismarck State College. According to a spokesperson for BSC, the accident happened Monday afternoon. They say the vehicle was turning from Schaefer Street into College Drive when the driver lost control and overcorrected. The driver is not a BSC student. There were no injuries to anyone in the car or inside the building. The crash damaged both the inside and outside of the student union building. With all the records amount of rain hitting some parts of the state, farmers now have to wait a little longer to harvest. Carissa Stichcomb tells us how it's not washing away one farmer's dream just yet.
For some parts of North Dakota, this September was the wettest on record. Although this much rain brings some concerns for farmers, one says it's not all that bad.
As hard as it's been with this rain in the fall, I'll never, curse out rain or wish it would stop raining. I wish it would rain less, but in the fall, but we're dry land farmers, and this does set up the fields next year for having a good soil profile to seed into.
Williston and Minot had the first wettest September on record, with Minot getting over 6 inches of rain and Williston receiving over 7 inches, according to the National Weather Service. Nesham says they've had over 14.5 inches of rain since August 1st, and he says it's not normal for this time of year.
It's been difficult just to get the crop out of the fields, and spots that were dry in the spring are now full of water that had a really nice crop on it, and it's really affected a lot of the quality of the wheat around here as well.
Flatland Farms has over 7,000 acres of wheat, canola, soybeans, corn, and sunflowers, but harvesting this fall hasn't been easy. Flatland Farms is having to dry out the wheat because it's so wet, and that isn't cheap. He says it's around $5,000 a month to run the dryer. A spokesperson from the National Weather Service says it's predicting December, January, and February to be wet too. He says the trend is your friend. We've been wet, so we'll stay wet. But snow isn't going to stop these farmers from getting their harvest.
We're gonna get as much crop off as we can before it snows us out. As long as we can still get into the fields and get the crop off without having snow on it, we're going to go get it.
Carissa Stinchcomb, KX News.
A spokesperson from the National Weather Service says it will be releasing updated rainfall amounts for the month of September later this week. The sugar beet harvest was supposed to start Monday, but farmers in northeast North Dakota may be waiting days to get in their fields. Rain reports are still coming in, but we do know more than an inch of rain has fallen in that part of the state just in the last few days. That's on top of more than 5 inches last week. As you can see, the beet fields at Krogstad Farm near Reynolds are underwater, and it could be days before any equipment can get into that harvest.
We've had 7.5 inches in the last couple weeks. It's just going to slow everything down, and when we do get back in the field, the mud we're going to deal with just to get the crop out is going to be a challenge.
County road crews say mud will likely be a problem for most roads across the area. They plan to scrape the roads to remove the mud, but say all drivers need to slow down just in case. All the wet weather isn't just slowing farmers down. Road work has also come to a halt in many parts of the region. Construction on North Broadway in Minot has been going on for quite some time now. You may have seen crews working later hours than normal trying to get the work done. The city engineer says they're working day and night to get that job done.
It goes back to, contractors looking ahead and trying to find ways to optimize their schedule. So in this case, twice now this happened with the work on Broadway. Obviously, it's critical that we get that done and get contractors out of the way so people can go back to their normal lives.
Meyer says as of now, they're still expecting to finish before the first snowfall, which is great. With one of the rainiest seasons on record, you may have noticed how the environment reacts to all this moisture. For an example, you might be stepping over a lot more worms or noticing a lot more mushrooms popping up in your lawn. New today, worms and mushrooms are actually a good sign of the ecosystem working hard. So what's with all the worms, though? Earthworms literally live inside the earth. They live underneath and dig tunnels that are thousands of feet long. When it rains, those tunnels fill up with water so that worms can't get oxygen through the pores of the soil like they normally would. That's when they surface up to your driveway or sidewalk and are no longer working to move water through the ground like a pipeline.
When you lose that, you still retain those burrows, but you're going to kind of lose some of that drainage occurring at the surface because they're actually excellent as being a drainage source to get water off the surface of the ground.
That explains why the worms seem to linger for a little bit after rain falls. But what's with those mushrooms that stick out like a sore thumb, literally, in your green grass? So what about those mushrooms that stick out in your green grass? We've got a similar explanation. Just about any kind of fungus, including mushrooms, are activated in wet or moist conditions. That doesn't mean mushrooms will arrive with any rainfall, but they seem to be popping up everywhere because of consistent rainfall this season. With that, soil hasn't gotten a true dry out like it has in the past couple of years, which is why we're seeing so many mushrooms now. They're not healthy to eat, but they are a sign of healthy environment for soil. Plus, the mushrooms themselves are full of nutrients. So if you can get over the eyesore, they're great for fields and flower gardens.
Having them present in a garden, in a landscaping area, they're a good sign to have. You have a healthy environment, you're turning over the soil in that area, you're adding aeration to that, so having them present is very good. And
the mushrooms, along with many earthworms, have resurfaced, and just a sign of the ecosystem working hard again. No arrest came from a sobriety checkpoint in Williams County over the weekend. That was on County Road 9. Through September 23rd of this year, there have been 69 fatal crashes on North Dakota roads, resulting in 76 fatalities. 23, or 26.5% of those fatal crashes, were alcohol-related. 122 vehicles passing through the weekend checkpoint. No drivers were evaluated and no arrests were made. The stop time for drivers at the checkpoint was between 15 and 20 seconds. The Highway Patrol reminds everyone to plan ahead. Always designate a sober driver and drive distraction-free. If you find yourself driving north on Washington Street, you may have noticed a flashy new safety feature. The city of Bismarck has installed what's called a rapid rectangular flash beacon for the intersection of Durango and Slate Drive and Washington Street. If you want to cross the street, all you have to do is press the button and warning signs will start a flash under the crosswalk sign. City engineer says it's an important upgrade.
Especially on areas that have a multi-lane street where the first vehicle may slow down or stop for pedestrian, but then the second vehicle in that queue might not realize why the first vehicle stopped. So having a lights flashing may cueing all the vehicles or informing all the vehicles why in fact they should stop.
The city will be testing the beacon this winter with the hopes of expanding this type of crosswalk to other intersections around town. A Sunnyside elementary teacher has been named the 2020 State Teacher of the Year. Sarah Medellin is a teacher in Minot, and she was nominated by Sunnyside's principal, who says helping kids who are struggling with reading or math is just one of the many things Medellin does to make a difference. She also started up several programs to encourage reading, leadership development, and physical fitness. Girl Power, Books and Braids, and Dukes and Do's are just some of them.
I love this profession because of the difference we can make for kids, and North Dakota is a great place to work. I really hope, as the North Dakota Teacher of the Year, that I can be a great advocate and spokesperson for all of the teachers in this state and the kids and the communities as well.
There were 5 finalists, but congratulations to you, Sarah Medellin. Still to come on KX News, stand in the cold, catch a cold? We'll tell you whether or not the old wives' tale holds any truth. Plus, Amber will tell you how long the cold will last and who can expect snow.
Come find your new favorite shop in downtown Bismarck, Down Home General Store, and Dallas Lee Boutique.
Hello, Cattlemen. This is Bismarck Livestock Auction, Bismarck, North Dakota. We want to welcome all the ranchers in the region to our new facility on 80th Street, Northeast Bismarck. With over 100 years combined experience, we would love to market your cattle the best in the most modern way possible.
Alexa, turn on the house lights.
Now, during SUV season, get over $6,000 total savings or lease an Escape for just $249 a month, only at your Northland Ford dealers.
The way you smile just beams. The way you sing softly. The way you changed my life. No, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me.
Get 10 tilt-in to clean white vinyl